Well, hello there, YouTube. It's Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022. And it's the day after my last video. So I don't know if I have that many new subscribers, but I know I had one just a second ago. So as long as everybody stayed there, then we're going to be doing all right. And there it is. We still got 62 subscribers. So all right, I'm doing pretty good. Well, welcome number 62. If you joined because of my last video, then you're going to just love this video. So today's video is going to be about this. This is just your windshield washer tank, and all I did was clean it and test the pump here as well as test the sensor. So other than that, that's all this video is really about. I'm just kind of documenting every step of the way. You know, like the next video is going to be about the coolant tank sensor. So we'll look at that and then recondition the valve cover. I'm not even painting them or anything. I'm just going to show you how they come apart and talk about some 3D printing or something like that. But what I'm really looking forward to, and if I get the parts and get the cylinder heads here, is I'm really looking forward to you know, the head assembly and lapping the valves and putting all that stuff together. And reconditioning the fuel mixture control unit, that's going to be a pretty good video. And then the intake manifold, the upper and lower intake manifold, because that is actually got a lot going on. So I think we're going to have fun with that. But other than that, links to the tools and you know that I used in this video are down there in the description. And let's see, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not out here to make $1 million. I don't even care if I make $1. That's not what I'm into, but I would like to get 100 subscribers. So if you guys could just like give me thumbs up, do whatever it is. I know, you know, some people, I don't know how they do it, but all of a sudden they got a lot of videos. I watch their video. How the heck did that happen? It's because I watched that video, so you know it's getting it in front of people. So if you guys can give me the thumbs up or whatever it is, that's great. And I'll be working on the next video. Maybe tomorrow, or maybe the next day. It just depends if some parts come in. We'll do some really cool videos. Who knows? Because we're gonna assemble this car, and then we're gonna start it. That's gonna be fun. Let's get to 100 subscribers before that point. All right, you guys? All right. So this is our windshield washer reservoir. It's original. We have a sensor here. We'll see about that. And then we have our pump. Other than that, there's not much to this. Let's go ahead and take this off. So that little curved part is what will go up. It looks like this would be made to where you can have this either here or there, depending on what you do. But yeah, that's what I thought. It just would come right up. And there'll be a rubber grommet, which I can see. So we can bring it all up together, maybe. There's the pump. The rubber grommet can come out as well. There it is. So far it's flexible. I'll see about when I clean that. So I'm using this plastic parts thing, so maybe that'll help. I mean, it doesn't show anything special, so okay, here it comes. Now once we get it past that little thing, we twist it a little bit, and there we go. Alright. It's a float, we know that. So They're not going to allow me to get it out without this here, possibly. So we'll have to see if this thing works. I hear it. So it probably does. Clean it up a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and test our sensor. So I'm going to just put a little clamp on each side here. And with our multimeter, and right now it would be calling for fluid because there's nothing here. So let's go ahead and just put it on ohms. Alright. Okay, you can hear that. Flip it. And it's not. So we know our float sensor is working. Now, we know that that's good. We can install that. Next, we want to see if our pump works. So in order to do that, we don't need our multimeter. I mean, we could check it to make sure we don't have a direct short, but I'm not going to worry about that. All I want to do, so on the pump, there's a plus and a minus, so, right, you see it? Plus and a minus. And I'm going to go ahead and take my negative and hook it up to my negative battery. In this case, it's a battery charger, and I have it actually at 6 volts, just in case this is a 5 volt. I don't think so, it's probably 12 volt, but it'll still give us the information we need. And then we'll put this on the negative side. I want to see that it actually will flow some water, just enough to draw it, really. There we go. Put this one on this side. I think you guys can see it just fine. Then I'll take my red and I'll touch my positive side. And there you go. You can see it works. Alright. Right? So, now we know that that is all functioning. So now that we have everything cleaned, you can see it's looking pretty good. Inside and out. Let's assemble it. Again, I'm going to use this lube because I just think it works great for this. But it'll help it slide on and help it make a good seal because I use it on all the spa connections, on all the rubber seals, and if it doesn't work, these are easy to get to, right? We can obviously test it by filling it. So now we'll do this here. You'll notice this has got a notch, so this does too. So obviously this fits in this way. So again, I'm just going to get a little bit of this sticky lube. I truly don't think that this will hurt anything, even though it doesn't say to use it. I believe that it will help your connection. Give it a little bit of a twist. And then we remember that the curved part is what this thing was in. So that's the way it is. And we will put that in our box.